San Marcos. Welcome to Bobcat Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Texas State Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. This is a separation game. We are right in this conference championship race, but today is the day we show we're the better team. He wants to use that home field advantage, make sure the crowd is up, on their feet, and loud. But he says, guys, we've got to give them something to cheer about early to start the game so we can use that home field advantage. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Aztecs ready to kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Austin Mack. Bringing the heat. He sacked. This defense all over him.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Back to pass, it's Mack. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's...
Snags it, and he's open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Peoples. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a little room. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aztecs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing Mack. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's 3rd and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad play.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff for Peoples.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Motion from the wideout. Defense wants to bring the heat. They want to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offense. Trying to get it in. And he will score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Jet sweep trying to get the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Brings up second down. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Mack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll send the back in motion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Here's a give to Peoples. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. This guy can throw it. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
The quarterback has to be able to get the ball out. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. so you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know, if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not, and gives up the big safety.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll go right back to the run. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Kill. 886 bouncing. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He wants to change this route. Back to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Aztecs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff for Peoples. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the RPO, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Austin Mack. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's Mack. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got a little grass. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. This time he wants to throw. Fakes to grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Mack. Might be looking to run. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Here we go. Hey, kill it. Magic.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Buffalo taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And it's Buffalo in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this.
And he muffs it, it's loose. And he takes this. Inside the 5. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Aztecs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Check, check, check.
Here's a give to Peoples. There's some room. The 20. To the house. Touchdown, Aztecs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
29, Texas State, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. The offense changing the play. Mack. Out of the backfield, he's open. Hard-hitting tackle.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires on the move. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Icy. Ninja. Stick down. Ready. Relax.
4th down, Austin Mack. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Got a little spit. Could be an alley. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mack swings it out to the flat. Strong, firm tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Looking for his man in the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes the grab on the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Algier. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to Joyner. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then you
goes high to pull it in. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down to the pass and getting the sack.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. There he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
this is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Zings it complete to the right. He gets the two-point conversion as they draw ever closer. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
San Diego State.
Look at the hands to get that squib kick inside the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Algier. Pocket breaking down. Plucks it out of the air. At the 35, he's open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Running inside. It's Joyner. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Line getting set on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying play action. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Might have a chance. The 30. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, San Diego State! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Mack. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
First down pass intercepted by San Diego State. And they'll take over 1st and 7.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Finding some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Mack. On target to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe. They go zone.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to pass. It's Mack.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Mack. Going for 6. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter,